Welcome back to the morning show on this Monday. It's a great day to learn about agriculture in Central Illinois. And what better way to do that than with our Ag in the Classroom segment. We are back today with Sarah Kaper for the Champaign County Farm Bureau Foundation's Ag in the Classroom program. So glad to have you back.
Glad to be back.
And this week we're covering a topic that I think is really important, and it's something that we continue to talk about consistently because there's risks in agriculture, and this helps to address some of this, doesn't it?
Yeah. And I wanted to highlight that it's Farm Safety Week, the third week of September.
Okay, yeah.
So be watching for the activities that are going on around the county and beyond that would teach your students, your children, or your families about farm safety.
And I think we have a graphic that kind of talks about the driving parts too, is that right?
It does, because I know that this is something particularly important to you, as you've been talking about, and people have commented on the dust. And so we just want to be cognizant of all of the safety guidelines for harvest time when those trucks, tractors, semis get on the road, that you have to be watching as a driver.
Yeah, and I think if we can get that graphic up real quick just to show that that checklist, something that's important for watching.
Be patient, maintain distance, watch for signals, avoid passing in hazardous areas. Be aware of field entrances, those come up very quickly. Be alert for unsecured loads and visibility. You just never know when there's going to be dust that kicks up and limits your ability to see.
Right, and for drivers who are watching as well, I've heard some farmers say September 15th, they think they're going to be in those fields, so right on target.
Yeah.
It's been a good year, I guess, early on for some of them. Some of them have struggled with the drought, but it looks like they're getting an early jump in those fields.
Absolutely.
Something else we want to talk about is grain safety, right?
Yes, because we are a grain area with corn and beans predominantly. We want to make sure that we are understanding what safety is. Now, I'm telling you all the things as a driver and as a casual observer that you can do, but this is basic farm safety that everybody grows up with, but it never hurts to understand what the science is. Or physics behind it. So this is a gravity wagon. The word gravity indicates that there is a downward pull. And this gets filled up by the combine. We currently have corn in it. And when it's time to unload, oftentimes it will go to the farm and you're
going to have me.
And I'm going to have you hold that, and they will lift a hatch. And the corn will spill into storage, let's say. Okay, well, oftentimes if the corn or beans get soft, get moldy, clumped together, they need a little help so that they don't get stopped up and not go through. So oftentimes a farmer or a farm hand will go into the corn bin and they will offer to, kind of break it up a little bit. This can be a very dangerous situation. And what happens is gravity will take hold, and I'm going to start this. It might get a little noisy, but as our farmer is breaking up the corn, I got to get a hold of it. There we go. It is very quickly going to pull him down and the corn down. And he's down there. So, in fact, he might even be stuck.
We can kind of see him stuck there.
Yeah, and we can probably just close it from there. And what happens is suffocation happens, just like quicksand. Everybody's heard of quicksand. That can happen.
Right. So now, that's something that's important to mention is how fast he went down. I mean, he just disappeared in there very quickly.
There's not a lot of time to save somebody. If you want to replicate this at home, you can. Do we have time to do this?
Yeah, we can probably do it real quick. You want to grab your container there?
Actually, just go ahead and pour that in there. And you can take a milk jug, cut off the bottom, leave the lid on as you fill it with something. You can put your farmer or figure down in there and then have something to spill it into. And then as you take off the lid, you notice the same thing happens. That person gets drawn into it.
Very quickly. That's a very great and important message for kids.
Good visual.
Yeah, because I know it seems like every year there's unfortunate tragedies and things of that. Just safety has got to be crucial for farmers. What a great visual for our kids in classrooms.
And you can tie in a lot of simple machine talk too.
Absolutely. Thank you for bringing this lesson. I think this is really important, and it's great to have you here. We'll look forward to some more lessons that are educational, informative, and important here. Of course, Ag in the Classroom. If you want to connect with Sarah or any of our coordinators around Central Illinois, head over to our website, WCIA.com.